Hi, my name is Annie Rudin, and today we are going to talk about how you can overcome your fear of speaking English with native English speakers. Okay, this is a very, very common experience for many of my students to have fear or anxiety or feel that overwhelm when it comes to speaking with native English speakers. And that happens because of that fear of that communication breakdown. Are they going to understand me? Are they going to, what are they going to think of me if I make a mistake? Or there's just all of these fears associated with speaking with native English speakers. Many of my students say, I feel most confident when I'm speaking with other non-native English speakers, but once I start speaking with a native English speaker, my speech, my tongue gets tied. I just have a hard time expressing myself. I get so worried about it. So today, let's talk about some strategies you can use so that you feel more confident and have less fear when it comes to speaking with native English speakers. Okay, the first tip I have for you is to understand that nobody is perfect. No one is perfect. Now, I think that in our world today with social media and there is this perception that everyone else has it figured out. Everyone else is perfect and has these great, perfect lives, and I'm the only one that is worried or scared or has these insecurities. And I assure you that is not the case. Everyone has their challenges. Everyone is insecure about something. And if we truly got to know someone more personally, we would see those insecurities, or we would be able to, those insecurities would come out. Okay, so no one is perfect. And I was just thinking about my experience when I first started making videos. I can't tell you how scared I was. The fear and the anxiety and the worry and the stress was so real. And every time before I'd get in front of the camera, there would be that just pit in my stomach. But I went ahead and overcame that fear, but just by doing it, just by going ahead and doing it. And the more that I did that, the less that I had that feeling of worry and stress. I've been able to, and even just yesterday, I knew that I was going to be filming some videos today, and I got all worried and stressed about it. But it was so much less so yesterday than it was several years ago when I first started creating videos. And I know that just through practice and training is how you improve. Okay, so nobody's perfect. Everyone is going to have their insecurities. Everyone is going to feel fear and anxiety about something. So you're not alone in that feeling, okay? The second tip is to take every opportunity to speak with native English speakers, okay? Practice, practice, practice. That's the key. That's how you overcome fear of something, is you dive into it and you do it over and over and over again until that feels comfortable for you, okay? You have to tackle that fear. And changing your perspective is huge in this. So think of it as every conversation you have with a native English speaker is an opportunity to improve. This is called a growth mindset. Okay, growth mindset is thinking of yourself as a lifelong learner, that a challenge or a hard thing that's in your way is an opportunity for you to grow. Okay, you are a student of a new language. Maybe you've been speaking English for many, many years, but thinking of yourself as a student of the English language and that you'll be learning the rest of your life gives you this mentality of growth and improvement and just one step at a time. Okay? Think of it that way, that growth mindset. I want you to surround yourself with English. Immerse yourself in what you're reading and what you're watching, the movies, the videos. What you're doing right now is exactly right. Listening to podcasts. Immerse yourself in the English language. Take every opportunity to speak with native English speakers, and that fear will decrease as you become more comfortable with that. And not only that, is when you engage with native English speakers, it shows initiative. It shows that you are not scared or timid of that interaction, but you have that initiative, and that will be well respected by Americans. Even if your communication is not amazing or perfect, just even trying and having that initiative is going to be respected. And it's a great way for you to get recognized and get noticed by your bosses or co-workers. If you are just back in your desk and doing your own thing, others are not able to get to know you. You're not going to have those relationships like you could if you stepped out of your comfort zone and said, I'm going to just face this fear and I'm going to practice. The third tip is to be upfront and honest about your English language skills. I have a student who was a perfect example of this, and he gave presentations frequently to big groups, and he found that if he made a joke or made some comment at the beginning of his presentation about his accent or his pronunciation, and he kind of drew a little attention to it at first, at the beginning of his presentation, that it would put his audiences at ease. It would keep them from thinking in their head, I wonder where he's from, and kind of focusing on that accent. He would say, I'm from this place, and I'm sorry if I mispronounce some things. This is my second language. Or he would make a joke about a time that he pronounced one word instead of another, and it caused a problem, and that got a reaction from his audience. So it allowed him to kind of lighten the mood and get that, and start off with that honesty and being upfront with his listeners. Okay, people will understand. They'll be patient. And it connects you with them. It makes you real. It makes you a real person who is working and striving and has goals, and they'll be able to connect better with that. I know you're going to be afraid at first, and sometimes it just takes 20 seconds of intense courage to start that conversation or go up to a native speaker and start practicing. But as you have that growth mindset, as you see others as learning and growing as well, it can decrease that fear and help you feel more confident as you speak English. So go try it, and I'll see you again in the next video.